Good afternoon, all of you. Honorable Governor, Karnataka, Shri Jagdeep, Chancellor, KLE Academy of Higher Education and Research, Dr. Prabhakar Koreji, a Rajya Sabha member for 3 terms, and I have the good fortune to have started my parliamentary career around the same time as he did. I was elected to Lok Sabha in 1989, and he took the call quickly to come to Rajya Sabha in 1990. Brings on the table huge experience, commitment, passion and mission for education. I vividly recollect when he came to invite me, that was already supported by his student, Shri Prahlad Joshi, a distinguished parliamentary affairs minister, very humble man. He was to be here today, but because of mild fever, he has excused himself with his permission and information to me. Because students must always report to the mentor. If you don't do that, you never know what may happen. Professor Dr. M. Gangane, Vice Chancellor. I was listening to him when he presented the report. While I was coming in the procession, I saw this mace. I inquired, what does it represent? It represents fairness, equity, accountability, transparency, virtuosity, sublimity, subtlety. The report exemplifies it 100%. My congratulations to you. Dr. Chandra Medgood, Controller of Examinations, a remarkable person. What you get, she is a great stakeholder in your stakes. If anything had gone wrong with her establishment, this day would not have been there. Congratulations. But I am reminded of another spectacle that I saw a while ago. Full dominance of her gender when it came to gold medals. So she is alone on the dais statistically. But when it comes to quantum impact, is more than all of us taken together. It seems providentially I had foreseen it, because 2 of my interns, young impressionable minds who interned with the Vice President and Chairman Rajya Sabha, as luck would have it today, Nivedita Sabu and Vanya Shukla, both are girls. I am reminded of September 2023, when an epochal development took place in Rajya Sabha. Reservation was imparted constitutionally to the extent of 1/3 in Lok Sabha and state legislatures to women. I can see the impact here. Boys, watch out. Dr. Richard Derman. He seems to be one of us. When we examine his work, his dedication, his contribution, congratulations to him for well-deserved, well-earned Doctorate of Science honoris causa. Your Chancellor had the occasion to convey to me when he called on me about your seminal contributions. We are grateful for your presence, and I'm sure the work will continue with greater zeal and momentum. An institution is known by its infrastructure, but that is just a small feature of it. What makes an institution great is its faculty, its founders, its trustees. I had the good fortune of having a rare experience today. Along with my wife, Dr. Shri Jagdeep Dhankhar, we paid tributes to the founders. Looked at in the face of everyone who was there. And when we were having photographs, the trustees, they emanated total commitment, satisfaction, determination, passion to make this institution much greater, and the institution, the original body, is in its second century. So my greetings, regards to distinguished faculty members, members of Board of Management, Academic Council, the trustees, and the staff members, those who work 24/7 to make this university, this institution, what it is. And most importantly, why I am here. Boys and girls, I am here because of you, for you, and to deliver what has come to be known as a convocation address. Dr. Richard Durban will bear me out. It's not easy to give a convocation address. But then, having been in Rajya Sabha chairman for a year and more, I am known to face difficult situations, traverse headwinds, tough terrain, and bring about some suggestions at the end of the day. It's indeed a pleasure to be associated with the celebration of the 14th convocation of KLE, Academy of Higher Education and Research. Right from the time I stepped on the premises, trust me, I was overwhelmed. I can visualize that human resource leaving this institute would be making great gains for themselves and the nation. Congratulations to all the awardees, their families, their friends, and more importantly, the distinguished teachers who have brought about this day, a long day, a day to be ever cherished, a day never to be forgotten. Convocation is a milestone in the life of every student and teacher. Unforgettable moment ever to be cherished, because it is culmination of your hard work. You assess yourself that now I have been sculpted by my teachers to leapfrog in the larger domain to contribute for the society, for humanity, and for oneself. It is indeed a turning point in your life as well. But never ever forget one thing. It is a myth that learning stops when you get a degree. Learning never stops. You always have to be in learning mode. Even if you are on a river bed, to stay at the same place, you will have to regularly move your feet. Otherwise, sand under your feet will be taken away and you will fall down. So keep learning always in your mind. It has to be your most stable companion. Friends, importance of healthcare can never be overemphasized. I take this occasion to congratulate, commend, and offer best wishes to health warriors serving the medical and healthcare fraternity as doctors, nurses, paramedical staff, and professionals for their commitment. This seminal contribution was fundamental to our successful handling of pandemic COVID. The world was stunned how India faced, with a population then of 1.3 billion and more, to deal with this pandemic. Friends, as I said a while ago, a convocation address is not easy. One is required to say something that is edifying, inspiring, motivating, apparently gives original perspective to a situation which is all throughout in the air. I'll try to do something about it. But one can never match up the expectations of a convocation address. I'll impart some suggestions and my own experiences. Bharat, our country, our motherland, is home to 1/6 of humanity. Now the most populous country on the planet, but it has inherent strength, a civilizational spinal strength of over 5,000 years. At the present moment, Bharat is the most fast developing nation on the globe. Our march is incremental, sustainable, and to the welfare of entire humanity on the planet. Our global voice is heard all the more effectively because if you look at the achievements of G20, when Bharat was the president, we became the voice of Global South, a large chunk of humanity. Their voice was never heard before. And imagine Indian diplomacy and statesmanship that we could make African Union as a member of G20. European Union was already there. I wouldn't say more, but just reflect the countries of European Union and the countries of African Union, both being in the same frame. Friends, your high academic qualifications are bound to be an asset to the country. In whatever field you work, you will be part of developing story of India. You will be catalyzing the big change to ensure that when India celebrates centenary of its independence in 2047, it would have regained its past glory and be the most developed nation of the world. Friends, now onwards, you are embarking on a new chapter of your life. But what is absolutely wholesome for you, soothing for you, is that there is an ecosystem placed in the country at the moment where you can unleash your energy. You can exploit your potential to realize your dreams and aspirations. A situation that did not obtain when your chancellor and me were at your age. Now you have an ecosystem of hope and possibility. Nothing is beyond you. If you need proof of it, look at the number of startups, unicorns, They all have been initiated by and large by young minds like you. And therefore, do not worry about what will happen to you. Give up that tension, give up that stress. Your opportunity basket is ever increasing. In your field, hour by hour, things are changing, challenging. There is employment increasingly of emerging technologies, disruptive technologies. But you have the capacity, training. You have been enabled to convert these into opportunities for you and for the entire nation. While I'm sure you shall not be guided by fiscal considerations while serving the humanity at large, but medical profession and those engaged in healthcare, health management, they are taken to be closest to God, closest to godliness. You therefore cannot be mercenaries. Fiscal considerations have to take back stage. Service has to be your primary motto. And I can tell you, my young friends, maybe 1 in a million, otherwise our health workers during COVID took up the challenge on their own lives to help others. They never got away from their work. We must be in full salutation of them. I was Governor State of West Bengal when we responded to the clarion call of Prime Minister Narendra Modi that we will be honoring by standing wherever we are the fundamental contribution, sacrifice that was being made by health warriors. You are joining that stream in one form or the other. I find increasingly there is a different approach. People are having tension. They are in distress. Some of them are in despondency. You have to find solution to that. Solution to that is quite easy once we get back to basics. And our basics emanate when it comes to health from our encyclopedic Vedas, Atharvaveda. It is repository of knowledge and wisdom when it comes to health. It gives every solution which is contemporaneously greatly relevant, because how far a nation will go will certainly depend on our research, our development, our innovative skills. But all this will come to a naught if health of the nation is not fine. A fit India is quintessentially of great consequence to achieve what we intend to do now and what the world has taken that it will happen. I therefore urge you to spread awareness about it. Number of steps have been taken which initially people thought are inconsequential, like Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. But look at, it has taken varied shapes. Now there's a toilet in every house, something which we could never imagine at our age. When he was in parliament, I was in parliament. I do not seek to advert on the plateau kind of development that is happening in the life of an ordinary man. But now we have to go much further. You are the ones, most vital stakeholders in future, in growth, in development of this nation. And you therefore will have to catalyze the big change for which the stage is right. Without taking much time on this aspect, imagine you are living in Bharat where there is zero accommodation for corruption. There is no privileged pedigree. There is transparent, accountable governance, where technological penetration has gone down to the villages. For you, it will be big news, unbelievable, that there was a time when our parents used to take leave from their work to pay a bill, to apply for a passport or a ration card. Things have been dramatically radicalized. The transformative change has come by and large on account of good governance, but also on account of education. There can be no greater mechanism to bring about social change, to effect equality, to contain inequities than education spreading. I am so glad the Chancellor, the Vice Chancellor, the trustees, the Board of Management, the Academic Council, the faculty. It was a rare experience for them that all of them generate hope, possibility, a bright future, a determination to take it further. Friends, when it comes to global scenario, we stand at the forefront of global healthcare transformation. And this in our country at the moment is driven by visionary leadership, groundbreaking investments, and unwavering commitment to ensuring health and wellness of all citizens. Our country holds a significant position when it comes to healthcare and medicine. As the nation marches towards a healthier and prosperous future, our achievements underscore India's role as a beacon of hope and resilience in the global healthcare landscape. Let me just reflect on two issues. Why India is known as pharmacy of the world? And how come a country that was facing COVID pandemic so seriously for 1.3 billion people could handhold 100 countries? That is our strength. That is unique for India. No country in the world can rival our civilizational ethos, our mindset, our spirit of selfless commitment. And that is why our G20 presidency motto was one earth, one family, one future. This is not new to us. Vasudev Kutumbakam is the essence of it. Friends, today we are making use of technology to provide efficient services to people. With the advent of technologies like telemedicine and teleconsultation, we have traversed a difficult terrain in the health sector. This is no less than a revolution. If you check up, you will find millions are taking advantage of it. Look at the shine on the face of a man in the village, that he could use this technology to get the best of assistance from the top doctor in the high metro situation. The world sees in us a great power because of our demographic dividend that is before me. You are unrivaled strength of this great nation. I urge you, unshackle yourself from uncertainty of your future. You only have to look around the basket of opportunities. There is enough for you to contribute with satisfaction and happiness. And the government policies are affirmative and hand-holding in nature. Avail those opportunities. Our success as a nation building depends on your aspirations. Be aspirational. Think big, think out of the box. If there is an idea occurring in your mind Don't permit your mind to be a parking space for an idea. Don't fear failure. Fear of failure, trust me, has no foundation. Nothing significant or great in the world could have been achieved if the first attempt was not a failure. Our Chandrayaan-2 is a case in instance. Chandrayaan-3 success is firmed upon the firm foundations of Chandrayaan-2. And that is why this nation could have the distinction of landing a craft on the south pole of moon for the first time. And on the land of moon, we have Tiranga and Shiv Shakti Point. And therefore, don't fear failure. The knowledge you have acquired, the experience you have gained, the contribution you are going to make, have one focal point, have one test. Look at from one prism, and that is betterment of society. Friends, research and development is backbone. Not long ago, we were looking towards the West for research, development, that they will have a product, we will get it from them. This has to end. The ending process has already started. Let me give you 3 illustrations. India is amongst very few countries in the world, and their number is not in double digit, that are focusing on quantum computing. We have a quantum computing commission. 6,000 crores have been dedicated. Green hydrogen mission, 19,000 crores dedicated. We are focusing on disruptive technologies like the most developed countries are focusing. Machine learning, blockchain, and the kind. They have great application in your activities also. While they do offer some kind of challenges that may be rattling us, unsettling us, but you have to equip yourselves to come up to those challenges and convert that big challenge as opportunities. I appeal to the industry and corporates in particular. While using their CSR, they must give priority to research and development. Research and development is a long-drawn procedure. But the good part is, we have human resource, young minds, whose DNA is well suited to bring about big change by way of research, development, and innovation. Their work must not be impeded for lack of resources and lack of fiscal assistance. Friends, I will quote Vivekananda ji for 2 reasons. Vivekananda ji spent time in this place. Vivekananda ji also spent time in my home district, Jhunjhunu at Khetri. I, along with my wife, had the occasion to go to Chicago at the place from where he said, brothers and sisters, their brief address is now historical. And what he said, and this is my message to my young friends, boys and girls, I quote, "Arise, awake, and stop not until the goal is reached," unquote. And what Chanakya said, and the world has not had that kind of a statesman as Chanakya was. And what he said, I quote, "Education is the best friend. An educated person is respected everywhere," unquote. Now, don't define educated person by degree. Define educated person the way Chanakya did. Come what may, you have to keep your nation first. Nation ahead of everything and anything. We have to believe in our nationalism. Friends, I am confident that this institution, its students and faculty and everyone connected would help India attain greater heights. You will surely set new benchmarks. You will be a guiding pole for other institutions, and I'm sure you all collectively will be worthy members of Marathon March of Bharat for Viksit Bharat 2047. My congratulations to the awardees, my respect to their family members, my greetings to the faculty for having chiseled them, and my best wishes to everyone who is working at the moment in this university as a staff, teacher, faculty, management member, trustee, or student. Thank you so much.